Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. Oh, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in the sky. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. But Daniel says it's the best place he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Oh, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that are worn in? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights headed for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. Oh, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Oh God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Hey guys. Wow, is it good to be back with you? I am very sorry for this long absence. Two of them were absolutely necessary. Another one of them was precautionary, might not have been necessary, but I felt better about the situation going ahead and taking it off. And the first one, unfortunately, was because of a really stupid technical issue that it only took 5 minutes to fix, but I didn't know what was going on, so I had to terminate the broadcast to figure it out. So anyway, it's been a while, and it feels really good to be back. I've had a full recovery. I spent 2 full weeks without talking or singing or whispering, for that matter. All I could do was text and play charades with the people in my life. And I drank a lot of room temperature water and did a lot of steam treatments on my voice or on my vocal cords at night. And Anyway, I was able to recover my falsetto voice and get rid of some of the phonation problems that were going on in my full voice. So I've never been more excited to be back playing and singing than I am right now. And I've, it's funny, I've played some pretty cool gigs and some pretty cool places, and for some pretty great money, I might add. And I've never been more excited to play a gig than I was about coming back and doing this today, just because I've missed doing it so much and value it so much, and having it taken away from me for a little while, it was very clarifying in that regard. So good to be with you again, and happy Easter to those of you who celebrate, and happy Sunday to those of you who don't. And I didn't come here with much of an agenda today. I just kind of want to follow where the requests lead and where my impulses lead, and I don't have any reason to believe that I won't go the full 2 hours. But if I start to feel a little tired just because I haven't been doing shows and I need to stop a little early, then I will. But as long as I'm feeling good, we'll continue for the full time, and I'll be back to my normal endurance and everything over the course of time. But let's have a good time today. Let's say hi to some people, and thanks so much for coming right back and showing up in the same numbers that you did before all this. I know I messed with our routine pretty good being gone for 4 weeks, so love you guys. Okay, our friend Moritz in Graz, Austria is here. He says, welcome back. Really missed your shows the last few weeks. Can you please play My Love by Paul McCartney and Wings, and or Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel? Let me save that one. I can do. Thank you, Moritz. Appreciate it so much. Silvio is here with us. Hey, Steve, great to see you back. I hope that your vocal cords are really fully recovered. They are, I promise. I wouldn't have come back if they weren't. Thank you, Silvio in Romania. So good to have you with us. KJ is here. He says, hey, Steve, welcome back. Can you play It's My Life by Bon Jovi? You know, I actually don't know that one. I mean, I've heard it, but I'm not terribly familiar with the song. So I'm probably going to disappoint you tonight. If you have something else you'd like to hear, I would be more than happy to entertain it if I know it. But this one I'm not going to be able to take a stab at because I just am not familiar enough with the song. Al Smith is here. He says, signed up for your new course. Al Smith from Kauai, Hawaii. Well, thank you very much, Al, and it's great to see you. And as always, I'm feeling loads of jealousy that you're in Hawaii, and I am not. Okay. Ruth Hooker is here, the unicorn girl. She says, so glad you're back. Well, I am glad to be back, and I'm thrilled that you're here, Ruth. It's good to see you. All right. Robert Michaelshek is here. He says, hey, Steve, how are you? Cheers. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better, Robert. Good to have you with us. Thank you. Kevin Ford is here from Northeast England. Thank you very much. He says, welcome back. I feel welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kevin. Good to see you. Our young, talented friend Dawson Rogers is here. He says, good to see you back, Steve. Won't be able to stay long, but I'll be back for the replay. Sounds like a plan, my friend. Thanks for dropping by to wish me well. It's great to be back. Valeyard 00 says, welcome back, Steve. Hello from San Jose, California. All right, awesome. Thank you. It's good to be back. Phoebe, welcome back. Good to see you again. Oh, good to see you too, Phoebe. Thank you very much. Bryce Florich, I'm not sure how I say that correctly, so forgive me if I'm butchering it there, Bryce. But Bryce, Concerts and Movies, says, hey, Steve, do you think you could play Laura by Billy Joel? Yes, I can. I will put that in the queue. Thank you, Bryce. Appreciate the request. Andrea is here. Says, hi, great, Stevie. Let's try Honky Tonk Train Blues. I don't know that one. Not by name, anyway. I apologize. Let me know if there's something else in that same vein that maybe I know that I could play for you instead. Sorry about that, Andrea. Hey, it's Gary Beal. He says, great to have you back. Well, thank you, Gary. It's great that you're here, too. Robert says, I remember when this came out, big hit for Elton back in the day. Yeah, this would have been a big hit in 73, the one I just played. Came out on an album in 72, but I think the single dropped in 73. Lucia Gonzalez, mi amiga from España. Glad to see you again, buddy. It's good to have you with us, too, Lucia. Thanks for dropping in. It's great to see you. Aman is here. He says, hey, Steve, happy Sunday and Easter. Do you think you can do Money, Money, Money by ABBA? I'm going to put that in the queue. That's one of the ABBA songs I'm less like really familiar with. I mean, I kind of know it, but so I'm not sure if I'll look at the lyrics and see if I remember how all the different parts go. If not, maybe I'll do something else by ABBA for you instead. So thanks. Appreciate it, Aman. Kirk Gibson says, hey, Steve, great to see you back. Would love to hear Hard to Say I'm Sorry by Chicago. Put it in the queue. Thanks, Kurt. Okay, John Lucas wonders if I could play In My Life by the Beatles. Yes, love that song. Paul is here, says Happy Easter. Happy Easter, Paul. Good to have you with us. Okay, Andrea says, great, Stevie, from Italy with love and respect. Great music, great fingers, great soul. What about Leningrad? Oh, that's a definite we can do. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll put that one in the queue for sure. Charlotte, thank you so much. Love you. Appreciate it. Stephen McKibben is here. He says, hi from Northern Ireland. Good to have you with us, sir. Top of the evening to you. Yes, indeed. Steve Wakowicz says, could I hear Baby Grand? I'll put that one in the queue. Great tune. Robin is here. Welcome back, Steve. Can you play another one of my own songs? Maybe something that's easy on the vocal cords. Well, I don't need to worry too much about being easy or hard on the vocal cords today. I didn't hurt my voice. Luckily, I didn't actually hurt my voice singing. I heard it through a combination of things outside of the realm of singing. So I don't need to be too careful and cautious with it because the damage has been repaired and the things that I need to do to protect it actually are more outside. Turns out I actually have pretty good vocal technique and I don't hurt my voice much when I'm singing. I just had some things going on outside of singing, acid reflux and some allergic reactions. Had some bad coughing that was going on in November that just really boogered up the cords. So that's what's going on. So don't worry too much about what you request. I'm up to about whatever. One of my own songs, check. I'm going to put that in the queue. We'll get something for you. Hi, Steve. Glad to see you back. Really enjoying your courses all the way in Manchester, UK. Well, great to have you. Thank you, Jabrano. Appreciate that. Dudley says, hey, Steve, good to see you. Good to see you, too. Michael says, hey, Steve, love from Poland, maybe Desperado. I would do Desperado for you in a heartbeat, except I run the risk of having the entire live stream video taken down and not available for replay for people. Anything that Don Henley has a co-writing credit on, he's a little bit of a pretty aggressive at taking down covers. I don't know what his problem with that is, and I apologize, but I've kind of made it a policy to stay away from Don Henley co-writes, which is sad because I love a lot of those songs, but he doesn't leave me much choice. He's kind of fighting to make the music industry be what it was 30 years ago, and it's not going to happen. But that's still what he's kind of on a mission for. So But if you think of something else you might like to hear, Michael, I'd be happy to play it for you, because the overwhelming majority of artists don't take issue with that. All right, and Bryce says, love you too, Bryce. Thank you. And Tomas says, hi from Argentina. Can you play Skyline Pigeon? Oh, I love that song. Yes, yes. And it's an important song to play this week for personal reasons for me, which I'll talk about when I get to it. Okay. And Anando says, great to see you, great man. I'm a big fan of you. Well, thank you very much, Anando. I'm a big fan of you already, just because anyone who's given me an opportunity or a reason to do this, I'm a fan of. So thank you for everybody. Okay, let's get to some of these requests. Okay. This is for our friend Moritz in Graz, Austria. And when I go away, I know my heart can stay with my love. It's understood. It's in the hands of my love. And my love does it good. Whoa, 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 whoa. My love does it good. And when the cupboard's bare, I'll still find something there with my love. It's understood. It's everywhere with my love. And my love does it good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My love does it good. Oh, I love, and oh, my love, only my love holds the other key to me. Oh, I love, oh, my only my love does it good to me. Whoa, 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 whoa. My love does it good. Don't ever ask me why, Lord, I'll never say goodbye to my love. It's understood. It's everywhere with my love. My love does it good. Woo. Whoa, 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 whoa. My love does it. Oh, I love, oh, my love, oh. All right. Let's get our first Billy Joel song in for the day. This is going out to our friend Bryce. Now, this one is a little scandalous. This came out on an album, excuse me. All of the trees are in bloom now, which is beautiful to look at, but makes you go a little bit. Anyway, this song came out on an album called The Nylon Curtain in 1982, and it was an album that Billy Joel put out sort of as an homage to his generation, the baby boom, and he kind of wanted to create like his own sort of like sonic masterpiece, you know, like his own Pet Sounds or Sgt. Pepper. And the whole album kind of sounds a little bit like a combination of a Brian Wilson record and a Beatles record. And so it's a fan favorite for sure. It was commercially successful, not as commercially successful as some others. This particular song is kind of edgy, and I'm just warning you that there's an F-bomb in it. And I'm going to go ahead and say it because I just kind of feel like being a little edgy today. But ordinarily that's not part of my shtick. But I didn't write the song. Billy Joel did, so. Let me see if I can remember how to play the little intro part. Laura calls me in the middle of the night, passes on her painful information, then these careless fingers, they get caught in a vice till they're bleeding on my coffee table. Living alone isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Oh, whoa, whoa. I'm on her side. Why does she push her poison on me? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Laura has a very hard time. All her life has been one long disaster. Then she tells me she suddenly believes she's seen a very good sign. She'll be taking some aggressive action. I fight her wars while she's slamming her doors in my face. Oh, whoa, whoa. Failure to break was the only mistake that she made. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Here I am, feeling like a fucking fool. Do I react the way exactly she intends me to? Every time I think I'm up the hook, she makes me lose my cool. I'm her machine. She can punch all the keys, she can push any button I was programmed through. Laura, she calls me when she needs a good fix. All the questions will get sympathetic answers. I should be so immunized to all of her tricks. She's surviving on her second chances. Sometimes I feel like this Godfather deal is all wrong. How can she hold an umbilical cord for so long? I've done everything I can. What else am I supposed to do? I'm a machine. She can punch all the keys. She can push any button I was programmed through. Laura loves me, even if I don't care. That's my problem. That's her sacred absolution. If she had to, she would put herself in my chair. Even though I faced electrocution, she always says I'm the best friend that she's ever had. How do you hang up on someone who needs you that bad? Sloppy in a couple parts, but I love that song. I don't play it very often, but thanks for the chance to do that one, Bryce. Appreciate the request. All right. This one is going out to John Lucas. This is In My Life by the Beatles. Let me find the lyrics to this. Beautiful song. This one was sung I think of it as a John Lennon lead vocal, but it was one of those intricate Beatles harmony things where it's like they were never not in harmony, so it's almost like you can decide what the melody is, but John claims that he wrote it, and Paul claims it was a pretty clear 50-50 co-write, so I guess the world will never really know the truth. But it's definitely, in my view, one of the best things that they came up with in their entire catalog. I just got to remember what key that I do this in. Okay, I probably do it there, but I probably bump it up. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I haven't done this one in a little while, but one of my favorite tunes from their sort of early 1964 through 1965 work. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall, some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all those friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more. All right, thanks for that. Love that song. Love that song. So big thanks to John Lucas for that request. Okay, this is the first of a few songs I might drop into the set list tonight. Some of you know, some of you have been following this for a while. Some of you are Facebook or Instagram followers of mine. My aunt passed away. My dad's sister. And she was someone that I enjoyed very much and admired very much. She was a nurse, first in the Army. She worked in an evac hospital in Saigon during the Vietnam War for a couple of years, and lived through just absolutely horrific stuff there. The hospital was shelled pretty regularly, and you know, the people that they brought in, if they weren't already basically too far gone to save, they were having, you know, they had their legs blown off and all. It was terrible what she had to witness, and she came back and she was a nurse for 40-some years as a civilian in many settings, rest homes, hospitals, you name it, and she was a tireless advocate for animals. She rescued dozens of dogs and cats over the years, and one of the things that really blew me away about her was that she didn't just take dogs and cats. She would go to the shelter and ask, which ones are not getting adopted? She took in the ones that were older, that were needed more veterinary care, the ones that were most likely to just be euthanized, and she gave them homes, and she made sure that they got the medical care that they needed and the food and she just had a big heart for animals. And she struggled with alcoholism, and she managed to find her sobriety, and she maintained it for 48 years. And she was a stunning role model and a sponsor for countless other alcoholics the towns that she lived. So she helped a lot of other people find their sobriety and keep it. And was just a really amazing person in that way. I've never, the way I describe it is, she could look at you for who you were in that moment and know who you were capable of being and who you wanted to be. And she didn't judge you for not being your full potential, but she never, ever doubted that you could be. She could be simultaneously a fierce advocate for you and never enable your most damaging behaviors. So she was someone that I really, really enjoyed, and I loved having deep, soulful conversations with her, and I'm going to miss her. And the thing that's most sad, really, is that for the last number of years she's been stricken with a terrible illness that is not Lou Gehrig's disease, which is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, but it's something very similar, very related to it. And she lost the ability to speak and to walk and to feed herself, and it was starting to get hard to breathe, and it was getting hard to swallow and all kinds of stuff. And so she had to move into a nursing home and give up all of her pets, and has been living in just kind of a personal hell for 2 or 3 years now. And so it was a terrible relief when she passed, because none of us wanted her to continue to suffer, and yet it's a big hole in our lives. And anyway, I want to do this song that was requested by Tomas in Argentina. And I want to dedicate this to my dearly departed Aunt Connie. Turn me loose from your hands, project the shadow and distant lands over green fields, trees and mountains, flowers and forest fountains. Home along the lanes of the skyway, for this dark and lonely room projects a shadow cast in gloom, and my eyes are mirrors of the world outside, thinking of the way that the wind can turn the tide. These shadows turn from purple into gray. Just the skyline pigeon dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he can spread his wings, fly away again. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Let me wake up to the morning, to the smell of new mown hay, laugh and cry to live and die in the brightness of my day. Wanna hear the pealing bells of distant churches sing, but most of all, please free me from this aching metal ring, and open out this cage toward the sun. For just this skyline pigeon, dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he can spread his wings, fly away again. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Thank you, Tomas. I appreciate the chance to play that. All right, this is going out to our friend Andrea in Italy. And this is also going out to the good people of Ukraine who are living to fight another day. Victor was born in the spring of '44 and never saw his father anymore. A child of sacrifice, a child of war, another son who never had father after Leningrad. Went off to school, learned to serve the state, follow the rules, and drank his vodka straight. The only way to live was drown the hate. Russian life was very sad, such was life in Leningrad. I was born in '49, a Cold War kid in McCarthy time. Stop him at the 38th parallel, blast those yellow reds to hell. Cold War kids work hard to kill, under their desk in an air raid drill. Haven't they heard we won the war? What do they keep on fighting for? Victor was sent to some Red Army town. He served out his time, became a circus clown. The greatest happiness he'd ever found was making Russian children glad. Children lived in Leningrad. Children lived in Levittown, hid in the shelters underground, till the Soviets turned their ships around, tore those Cuban missiles down. In that bright October sun, we knew our childhood days were done. And I watched my friends go off to war, What do they keep on fighting for? And so my child and I came to this place to meet him eye to eye, and face to face he made my daughter laugh. But then we embraced. We never knew what friends we had till we came to Leningrad. All right. Thank you very much for the request there, Andrea. Sending it to you in Italy. Okay. Let's say hi to some more people, and then we'll come back to the requests. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to find where I stopped before. Okay. Anando says, how about Your Song by Elton John? I'll put that one in the consideration pile. Thank you very much. Always a good one. Honesty. Yeah, we'll do that one today for sure. That was actually my Aunt Connie's favorite Billy Joel song. So, well, thank you very much. This is Keiko. Big fan of Billy Joel. Can you play Honesty? Kisses from Paris, France. Well, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Miami 2017 from Saul Goodman. Good to be back. Thanks, Saul. Yeah, we'll try to get that one in. That's a good rocker, too. Let's see here. Thank you very much. Joaquin Fritz says, I'm not sure I'm saying that correctly. I'm not sure how to pronounce your first name right, but great to hear your voice and music again. Happy Easter from Germany. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I would love to hear Sweet Painted Lady. This is our friend Bat Aiden. I don't have that one in the tank yet. But I think I saw down here, or any sort of Elton John deep cut. Let me think about what I can do for you there, Bat, and I'll try to squeeze something in for you today before it's all said and done. Hey, thanks, Matthew. I appreciate it. It's good to be back on the air. Rob Castelli says, hey there, Steve. Great to have you back. Do you know any Little Richard or Fats Domino? Sort of. Let me stick that over there. I'll fake my way through a couple of things. Maybe do a little medley off the cuff or something like that. Hey, Stephanie Baxter. Good to see you. Thank you. Tyler, how we doing, bud? Happy Easter to you as well. In my church choir now, working my bass vocals. Good to see you back. Well, thank you very much. It's good to be back. Okay, let's get back to some of these requests. Here's one that was requested by Kurt Gibson, I believe. Yes. Going to throw a little 80s Chicago your way. Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other. Even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other. Hold me now, it's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. Ooh. Couldn't stand to be kept away just for the day from your body. Wouldn't wanna be swept away, far away from the one that I love. Hold me now, it's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know. Hold me now, really want to tell you I'm sorry. I could never let you go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. And after all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. Well, I'm gonna be the lucky one. Oh, all righty. I'm going to squeeze this second request in from Moritz because I know he usually goes to sleep. He usually has to go to bed earlier and misses the second half of the show. So let's see if I can get this in while he's still here, if he's still here. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. To the good times, I'll take the bad times, take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. You always have my unspoken passion. Although I might not seem to care, I would not leave you in times of trouble. 'Cause I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. Need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, and that's forever. And this I promise from the heart. No, I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are. I don't want clever conversation, and no, never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, thanks for the great requests there, Moritz. Let me see here if I've got it in me to do this. So, a couple of things that I did while I was having to stay quiet all the time. Andy Griffith kept me company with a show that I love from the 80s and early 90s called Matlock, which has the coolest little Dixieland theme song ever. In fact, I'm going to play it for you just because I learned it because I listened to it so many times watching it, and I just really love it. Anyway, I binge watched a lot of Matlock on Pluto TV because it's the only place you could find it. And I love it so much I was willing to put up with commercials, which I never do anymore. I always pay the extra, like the more expensive streaming fees so that I can skip commercials. But Pluto doesn't have that option. It's just it's an ad-supported platform only. But I've been putting up with them because I love that show. So that's one thing that I did. Another thing that I did was picked a few artists and really kind of reconnected with their music. And one of them that was very satisfying was Queen. And I had a few songs that I was really vamping on at one point, and I put a little poll out on Instagram in my story, and got a lot of votes. And I asked, of these 4 songs, which one's your favorite Queen song? And this happened to be mine, and it also garnered the most votes by about 20% over the next closest. So I'm going to play it for you today. And this one first came on my radar not through Queen, but through George Michael singing it at the Freddie Mercury tribute show, and then fell absolutely head over heels in love with the Queen recording after that. I was young and impressionable, and it's been a favorite of mine ever since. It goes like this. Can anybody find me someone to love? Each morning I get up, I down, can't barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry, Lord, what you doing to me? I've spent all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? I work hard every day of my life, work till I ache in my bones. At the end of the day I take home my heart and pay all go down on my knees, and I nearly run down my eyes. Oh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? I work hard every day. I try, but everybody wants to put me down. Say I'm going crazy. Say I got a lot of water in my brain. Got no common sense, no one left to believe in. Yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? Got no feel, got no rhythm, I just keep losing my beat. I'm okay, I'm alright, I ain't gonna face no defeat. Just gotta get out of this prison cell. One day I'm gonna be free, Lord. Find me somebody to love. 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 Somebody, 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 somebody find me. Somebody find me somebody to love. Can anybody find me somebody to love? All right. Okay, let's see here. Say hi to some more people. Daniel's here. He says, hey, I recently watched your song tutorial. Helped me a lot. Thanks for the video. Was wondering if you could do any tutorial on I Think I'm Gonna Kill Myself by Elton. Maybe. The thing about song tutorials is that they're sort of there's something I do as a public service, and I don't make money on them, and I really can't. And not that the only thing I do any of this for is money. I mean, I don't really make money on these live streams either. It's just something, kind of a passion project of mine. But they have to, the song tutorials take you know, like when I have time for them and I'm feeling kind of inspired to do a new one. So I wouldn't say no, but I also couldn't stand here and give you like a sure, and I think I can have it this year, because I honestly don't know. So I guess just kind of keep an eye on my channel, and I appreciate it very much. I love that song. It's a cool song in spite of the fact that the lyrics are kind of screwed up, but it's a bouncy, kind of fun little piece of music. So anyway, thank you very much. Is this the Kirk Gibson here in the live stream audience, the one that played for the LA Dodgers and hit a legendary home run against Oakland in the '88 World Series? Boy, that would be something, wouldn't it? I doubt it, but if it is, it's awesome. But I think this is Kurt, K-U-R-T, as opposed to Kirk. Although I can't remember off the top of my head whether the baseball player was Kirk or Kurt. Anyway, Kurt, dispel the rumor. Is that you? Anyway. Hi, Rudy. Good to have you with us. Matthias says, make a video upload on your channel with this music. Okay, thank you. Awesome. Day of the Dream, one of the first channels I subscribed to. That's amazing. Thank you. Can I close the show today with something really epic? This is from Valeyard. It says, hey Jude, Bohemian Rhapsody, Stairway to Heaven, Freebird, Layla, something like that. If not this week, then next week is okay too. Yeah, we'll see. Because this is my first time doing a 2-hour show in like a month, I might be a little bit out of gas, not because my voice is hurting per se, just it's a little out of shape. My endurance is maybe a little lower than normal, so that might be a little harder for me to pull off this week, but perhaps next year or next week. So we'll have to see. I still don't have this one learned, Wheat. I'm sorry. I really need to get that one put in the queue. That's a good tune. Hey Gary, Funeral for a Friend. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get to that today, but like I say, I'm just kind of softening the turf back up for myself. So thank you very much. I don't know if I'll get to these today or not, Matthew, but I'm going to put them in the queue so that I can consider them. And if I don't, then please drop me a line next week or the next time you're tuned in, and I'll try to make sure that I accommodate them. So. Oh, thank you, Gary. I'm really glad too. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, let's have a little fun here.
Seen the lights go out on Broadway, saw the Empire State laying low. The light went on beyond the Palisades. They all bought Cadillacs and left there long ago. We held the concert out in Brooklyn to watch the island bridges blow. They turned our power down and drove us underground, but we went right on with the show. Seen the lights go out on Broadway, saw the ruins hands at my feet. You know we almost didn't notice it. We've seen it all the time on 42nd Street. That when the church is up in Harlem, like in that Spanish Civil War, the flames are everywhere. No one really cared. It always burned out there before. Seen the lights go out on Broadway, and I watched the mighty skyline fall. The boats were waiting at the Battery. The union went on strike. They never sail at all. They sent the carrier out from Norfolk and picked the Yankees up for free. They said the Queens could stay. They blew the Bronx away, sank Manhattan out at sea. Whoa. Bright on Broadway, but that was so many years ago, before we all lived here in Florida, before the mafia took over Mexico. There are not many remember. They say a handful still survive to tell the world about the way the lights went out and keep the memory alive. All right. Someone wants to hear one of my songs. So I'm going to do that now. I need to pull up some lyrics because of the lyrics that I don't know by heart in the world, mine are at the very top of that list. Just because I have like the fewest reps. But I appreciate the opportunity to perform some of my songs and to have this platform where I can do that. This is a tune, it's a different kind of a song that I've been working on. This is going to go on my next album that I'm kind of finishing writing for and just kind of in the early stages of doing some tracking for.
hoping to have a little more sophisticated recording process on this than I've had in the past. I'm looking to have more of the instruments done by musicians and fewer parts played by me and my sequencer. I'd like to have that kind of creative input from more really talented people and whatnot. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get this record recorded, but I am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really wonderful process. This one I would say is it's not a folk song. It's I guess it's probably a country song. I don't know. I don't like to put labels like that on stuff. What it is it's a story song, and it's a song where the lyrics are really the feature more than anything else. And I had this thought. I was presented with this interesting frame. I was at a seminar one time, and the teacher that was up, it was several different people were teaching at this. It was the Hay House. Was it a Hay House event where several different authors, and I can't even remember which author said this, but someone was asking about, they had a kid with special needs, and were asking, they were concerned, I'm not sure whether their child had something like Down syndrome or if they had autism or something in that neighborhood, but it was clear that it was severe enough that that it was not going to be easy for them to just adapt into society as we know it. And the person, obviously had concerns about all of that, and they got talking about the kid, and the teacher probed a little bit and got the person to admit that this is literally the happiest child that they'd ever met. That it's like, the one thing that I know about him, like whatever else I worry about, he'll never have any enemies because he's got absolutely nothing but love to offer. I mean, it's as pure as a dog or like a toddler, just, this just pure love. And the teacher said, every once in a while I feel like, I can't prove it, but I feel like some spirits come into this world with the intention of being different enough that you'll never be able to change them. And then, because you won't be able to change them, you become open to the lessons they have to offer you. And I thought, God, that is a really cool and profound frame on this. And I mean, I'm not trying to say that there's not, it's helpful. You got to find a way for them to, you got to help them find a way to sustain themselves and function in the world. But I thought that was something really special, because there are lessons that I think as adults we get so busy being adults and making a big deal out of the kind of bullshit that we've turned into a big deal. And I think there's a lot we can learn from the innocence and the genius and the innocence of children who were very young, animals who, the thing that I love about it is that I love about animals is they're unaware that there are two political parties in America. They're unaware of what the economy is doing. They're completely unaware of any of the stuff that's man-made that we care about. They're just off doing, it's like all they care about is focusing on whatever they can that feels good. And I think a lot of adults would do a lot better in life if they would spend more time doing that and less time obsessing about stuff that they can't really control and trying to get everybody to think like they do and agree with them and all of these things. And I was kind of vamping on that, and this idea for the child with the special needs child being the actual genius, and the evolution that maybe a father would go through having that child, and at first being terrified and worried and maybe, even a little disappointed because this isn't what they imagined being a parent would be like. And then growing into it and recognizing that they had a special and unique experience and a privilege that most people don't have. And that's what this song is called, or is about. It's called My Genius Son, and I'm going to share it with you now. This will be coming out on the next album I put out, which, like I say, if I'm lucky, it'll be done this year, but it might be early next year before I get it released. They used the word disabled on the day that he was born. They had a diagnosis by the time I cut the cord, with mental limitations and a face a bit deformed. He's gonna have a rough ride in this life. We were warned. And I admit I started feeling sorry for myself. The normal life I'd always dreamed about had gone to hell. He was always gonna need to have somebody's help. My son would never get the chance to be like everyone else. But my perspective started changing about the time that he turned 5. We sent him off to school, and I was scared out of my mind. I prayed he'd be okay, and that the kids would all be kind, and that he'd make some friends and not be picked on all the time. And what happened next is something that I still cannot explain. Some kids were nice, some were mean, but he was not in pain. Even with the bullies who would laugh and call him names, he kept his heart wide open and he loved them all the same. Perhaps he did not understand that they were making fun, but I think he knew more than most just what was going on. 'Cause he chose love instead of hate for each and every one. Just the first of many lessons I learned from my genius son. He never lost his innocence, as you might think he would. The years would pass, and he would keep the best of his boyhood. He just wanted to smile and laugh as often as he could. It seemed the only thing he cared about was feeling good. And sometimes I would worry over bills I couldn't pay. He couldn't understand the reason for my deep dismay. He'd come give me a hug and say, "Dad, it'll be okay." Then I'd tear up and realize we'd live another day. He'd come home from high school and start looking for some fun. It'd make me start to wonder, does this all need to be done? I'd set my work aside and we would laugh and play and run.
was just another lesson I learned from my genius son. Now he's 45 years old, and my hair's all turned gray. He's just as big a lover as he was on his first day. And now the song I sing at night when I kneel and pray is thank you for the lessons he taught me along the way. I thought I'd have to teach him how to be more like the rest. I knew he'd never quite fit in, but I hoped he'd do his best. Thank God he never listened to me, and for this he's blessed. He's always only followed that big heart inside his chest. He wears his mask of disability for everyone, but he remembers simple things that we've let come undone. And he knows life is really about love and joy and fun. But there's no end to all the lessons I've learned from my genius son. All right. Thank you. Nitesh says, can you play I Won't Give Up, please? Yes, I haven't done that one in so long. Thank you. I love that song. I love that song. This is by Jason Mraz, who is my favorite singer-songwriter that's in sort of the more contemporary age. And I love many of his songs. But at the top of the list has to be this one. When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. But there's so much they hold. Just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? But I won't give up on us. even if the skies get rough, I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, and when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn, and some even fall to the earth. We got a lot to learn. God knows we're worthy. No, I won't give up. I don't want to be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay, make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got. Yeah, we got a lot at stake. In the end, you're still my friend. At least we did in time for us to work. We didn't break, didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I've got and what I'm not, and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. I'm still looking up. Well, I won't give up on us. And God knows I'm tough. I'm tough enough. And we've got a lot to learn. And we're worth it. Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. Giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Color My World. Oh my goodness. Gary Elgore. Well, first of all, yes, I do know it. And second of all, I have to do one of your requests. You've been one of my staunchest supporters from the day that I started doing this. So, Color My World goes back to 19... Came out on an album in 1970. It's part of a bigger, longer piece of music called Ballet for a Girl in Buchanan. And it was edited out as a single. Another song, or another chunk of Ballet for a Girl in Buchanan was released as a single as well, called Make Me Smile. But here we go for our friend Gary Elgort. As time goes on, I realize just what you mean to me. And now that you're here, promise your love that I've waited to share, and dream of our moments together. Color my world with hope of loving you. How many say, how you doing there, songs, MIH? Let me see, how many times have I seen Billy Joel live? Let me do the count, because I don't keep that on, so let me see. 1994. Then 1998, so 94 in Ames, Iowa. 98 in Chicago. 94 was with Elton John, by the way. 99 in Salt Lake City. 2000 and actually I think, well, I can't remember if it was 2000 or 2001, but with Elton in Kansas City, then with Elton again in Chicago, in that same neighborhood, 2001, 2002, that kind of thing. Then I saw him again in 2005 or 2006 in Las Vegas, which was the first of 3 solo concerts I went to him in Las Vegas in, so we'll add that up over the next few years. Caught him again in Salt Lake City solo one of those years as well. And then I hadn't been back for quite a while. And I saw him just recently in 2020. Yeah, last year, 2022, he played in Las Vegas at the Raiders thing. So 10 times. Seen him 10 times so far. And with Elton, I saw him 4 times in Las Vegas, 3 times with Billy Joel, once right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. So that's 8. So I saw Elton 8 times. Oh, 9 times, because I saw him in Graz, Austria as well. So 9 times for Elton, 10 times for Billy. Will you say hi to Mama Elgort for me, okay? Hi, Vivian.
Okay. We're running kind of short on time here, so let's see what I have in the tank already here. Oh, I'm going to do Honesty by Billy Joel, and then we'll do one more song before I leave, because this was one of my Aunt Connie's favorite songs of all time, and it was her favorite Billy Joel song. So, Connie, I know that you're listening from wherever you are now.
If you look for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can have the love you need to live. If you search for truthfulness, might just as well be blind. It always seems to be so hard to give. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. I can always find someone to say they sympathize if I wear my heart out on my sleeve. But I don't want no pretty face to tell me pretty lies. All I want is someone to believe. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard, and mostly what I need from you. I can find a lover, I can find a friend, I can have security until the bitter end. Anyone can comfort me with promises again. I know when I'm deep inside of me. Don't be too concerned. I won't ask for nothing while I'm gone. When I want sincerity, tell me, where else can I turn? You're the one that I depend upon. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. It's hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you.
Okay, well, this has been a great foray back into playing live, and I thank you all for being here. Get back to our normal routine, and I'm going to close with this song was in the requests, and I play it quite a bit, but it's a good one to end the show with, and I love it. And it feels right in my heart to you guys for all barreling back in after having our little Sunday routine disrupted for a month like that. So thank you very much. It means a lot to me that we have such a great little community here. So this is for all of you. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss with a few of the verses that got me quite cross. But the sun has been quite kind as I wrote this song for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or the blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, you're just one of the nicest crowds I've ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, oh, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. Hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. All right, guys. I'm going to let that be good enough for today. Great day back, and look forward to meeting with you on the regular like we always have. And thank you again for giving me that space to go and let things heal up, and for being here waiting for me when I got back. That's almost a little bit overwhelming to me. So If you're a musician, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. For everybody, remember to give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. We don't know when this ride comes to an end, but you don't want any regrets. Leave it all on the field, guys. Love you, and I'll see you next week.